everyone, welcome to Neighborhood and Community Services. My name is Lindsay and I work with Therapeutic Recreation. Today's activity will be building a pollinator pool. You'll need some water, a Tupperware, some rocks, and some sticks. And we'll go over all of this a little bit later. But before we get started, let's go over a couple fun, cool facts about pollinator pools.
All right, all about pollinator pools. So I'll admit, before this project, I didn't know much about this, so this was a learning experience for me. Did you know that animal pollinators like bats, bees, beetles, birds, butterflies, ladybugs, and moths are needed for the reproduction of over 90% of flowering plants and 1/3 of human food crops? Or did you know that we need bees to pollinate so we can enjoy almonds, apples, grapes, pumpkins, and sunflowers? Last but not least, did you know that in 2006, nearly 1/3 of honeybee colonies in the United States vanished? Part of this is because of contaminated water. Pollinators need sources of water for drinking and reproduction. For example, butterflies go to shallow pools or even mud puddles. But how can they pollinate with contaminated water? Well, here's how we can help. It's clear that bees, butterflies, and other pollinators provide us with lots of yummy food and beautiful plants. Making a pollinator pool is a way we can help keep them hydrated after all of their hard work.
Hey everyone, I'm at Reston Teen Center. They have a beautiful garden here, so we're gonna build our pollinator pool for their garden. Like I stated before, you'll need some sticks and some rocks, so we're gonna take a nature walk and go grab those items. Let's go. So while you're walking, you can, if you see a stick on the ground, go ahead. I have a bag to put all my items in there. So this is mulch, but if you find some sticks in there, that's great. Here's the beautiful garden where we're going to be putting our pollinator pool, so you guys can take a look at that. That's awesome. They also have some rocks in the garden, as you can see. Beautiful flowers. Lots more sticks, so we're going to take a couple of these. You want them all different sizes, so some short ones, some long ones. Going to put this in our bag. More sticks, and let's get some rocks. I've been approved to take a couple of rocks. I would not suggest taking rocks from someplace like this. Find some on your nature walk, but for this purpose, we're gonna borrow some of these for today. And if you wanna do another craft in this, you can paint your rocks and decorate them. And you'll see a painted decorated rock when we put our pollinator pool together.
Okay, so now that we have all of our supplies, again, water, a shallow bowl or Tupperware like I have, a bunch of rocks, and some sticks, we're gonna go ahead and assemble our pollinator pool. Now we want to do this strategically because we don't want our small pollinators like bees, ladybugs, and flies to fall into the water. So we're gonna put our bigger rocks at the bottom, so something like this, and then we'll put our medium rocks on the second layer, our smaller rocks on the top, and then our sticks on the very top, so it'll look somewhat like this. And so this is one of the decorated colorful rocks that I was talking about. You guys can add this as well. It creates a beautiful look to the pollinator pool. So I'm going to add my rocks. And you can see how I'm putting the much smaller ones at the very top for the small pollinators, and I'm gonna add this colorful one. Even though it's not the super small, I'm gonna add it to the top just to make it look nice. All right, so now we're going to add our sticks. This is also, again, for the smaller pollinators to be able to land on. Okay, and just add those on top. You can break some of them, maybe if they're too big or need a little bit more. This one's a little strong. All right. So for the finishing touch, we are going to add the water on top. Obviously, this is the most important part because this is the water that our pollinators are going to be drinking. So we're just gonna pour enough water so that it covers most of the rocks and the sticks, but we wanna leave some above water just so that the smaller pollinators don't fall in. So this is actually a really good amount of water. So this is just one water bottle. And this is what it looks like. So now that we've assembled our pollinator pool, pretty simple, now that we've assembled it, we're gonna put it into our garden. So let's go.
Okay, so I'm back outside of Ruston Teen Center. Now that our pollinator pool is assembled, we're gonna go ahead and put it in our garden. So let's go ahead. Alright, so as you can see, this garden has lots of beautiful flowers and plants. So we're just going to try to find a location where we're not going to smush any of them or anything like that. So this looks pretty nice. So once you put your pollinator pool down, you'll want to check on it every 3 days or so. You will need to add some more water. Also, you might want to go outside and see if a couple pollinators are coming to visit your pool. So once you've assembled your pool and placed it in your garden, take a picture, post it on social media, and tag #NCSConnects. I hope that you guys had a great time making your pollinator pool today, and thanks for joining NCS for another pre-recorded video.